What if I told you that your grocery runs, your dinner orders, and your Netflix subscription are already enough to get you a free flight? Not someday, not after years of saving points. Right now, within the next 60 days, here's the exact scenario. You spend $2,000 a month on normal everyday things. That's it. No big purchases, no tricks. And in just 2 months, you've earned enough to fly somewhere for free. A ticket that would have cost you $380 in cash. This video is for anyone who has always wanted to travel for free, but had no idea where to start. By the end, you'll know exactly which card to get, how to earn the points, and how to book your first free flight step by step. Let's get into it. Here's the thing about travel rewards. Most people know they exist. They've heard about points, miles, and free flights, but they never actually do anything about it. Why? Because the second they start researching, they hit a wall of confusing jargon. Transfer partners, redemption ratios, point valuations, annual fees. It feels like you need a finance degree just to pick a credit card. So most people do nothing. They keep using their debit card or a basic cashback card, and they earn absolutely zero travel value. Every dollar they spend just disappears. Here's the reality though. You don't need to understand every advanced strategy to get started. You just need one good beginner card, a simple spending plan, and a clear target. That's it. And the card I'm going to show you today is specifically designed so that you don't have to think too hard. There are no complicated bonus categories to memorize. No confusing redemption portals. You spend normally, the miles stack up, and when you're ready, you book your flight. This is the simplest, most beginner-friendly system available in 2026. And it works. The card we're building this entire strategy around is the Capital One Venture Rewards credit card. Now, there are other great beginner cards out there, and I'll mention one alternative at the end, but the Venture is the one I'm recommending for pure simplicity. Here's why. Most travel cards have bonus categories. You earn 3 times points on dining, 2 times on travel, 1 time on everything else. That sounds fine, until you realize you have to constantly think about which card to use for which purchase. For a beginner, that's friction. And friction leads to mistakes or giving up. The Capital One Venture eliminates that problem entirely. You earn 2 miles on every single purchase, no matter what you buy. Groceries, gas, Amazon, a $4 coffee. Everything earns at the same flat rate. You never have to think about categories. Now here's where it gets really good. Right now in 2026, the Capital One Venture is offering a welcome bonus of 75,000 miles after you spend $4,000 in the first 3 months of opening the card. On top of that, you get a $250 Capital One travel credit in your first year, which works like cash toward any flight or hotel you book through their travel portal. The annual fee is $95, but here's the thing. That $250 travel credit more than covers it. So in year 1, you're actually coming out ahead by $155 just from the credit alone before you even touch your miles. Let's now talk about how you actually hit that $4,000 spending requirement, because this is where most beginners get nervous. People hear $4,000 in 3 months and immediately think that's a lot of money. But let's actually break down what a normal person spends in a month. Here's a realistic monthly spending picture for an average person or household. Groceries, $600. Dining out and food delivery, $400. Gas or transportation, $300. Subscriptions, Netflix, Spotify, gym, phone bill, $300. Miscellaneous, Amazon, clothing, household items, $400. That adds up to $2,000 a month. 2 months of normal spending and you've hit the $4,000 threshold. You haven't bought anything extra. You haven't stretched your budget. You've just redirected your existing spending onto the Venture card instead of your debit card or whatever card you're using now. This is the core idea. You're not spending more money, you're just making your existing spending work for you. And the math that comes out the other side is genuinely impressive. Let's run the full numbers. In month 1, you spend $2,000. That earns you 4,000 miles from purchases. In month 2, you spend another $2,000. Another 4,000 miles. You've now hit the $4,000 bonus threshold. 75,000 bonus miles drop into your account. Plus the $250 Capital One travel credit is automatically available. Total after 2 months of normal spending, 83,000 miles. $250 travel credit. Now let's talk about what that actually gets you. This is the part most people get wrong, or, honestly, never figure out at all. Having points is great, but knowing how to use them is what actually gets you on a plane. With Capital One Venture, you have 2 main ways to redeem. I'm going to walk you through both, starting with the easiest one. Option 1, the simplest method, purchase eraser. This is perfect for beginners because it requires 0 expertise. Here's how it works. You go to the Capital One travel portal and book any flight, exactly the way you'd book on Google Flights or Expedia. You pay for the ticket. Then, within 90 days, you go into your Capital One account and use your miles to erase that purchase from your statement. Every mile is worth 1 cent when used this way. So 83,000 miles equals $830 in travel credit. Combined with your $250 travel credit, you have $1,080 in total travel value sitting in your account after just 2 months of normal spending. Let's put that into a real booking example. Say you want to fly round trip from New York to Miami. A typical ticket on that route runs around $280 to $380. Let's call it $330. You book the flight, you erase the charge using miles, you pay $0 out of pocket, and you still have over $700 in miles left for your next trip. That is your first free flight. Done. But here's where it gets even more interesting. And this is something to keep in mind once you're comfortable with the basics. Option 2. Transfer partners. Unlocking. Even more value. Capital One has a feature that most beginners don't know about. You can transfer your miles to over 15 airline and hotel loyalty programs at a 1-to-1 ratio. This is where the real power is. Some of the most valuable transfer partners include Air Canada Aeroplan, Turkish Airlines Miles and Smiles, Avianca Life Miles, and Singapore Airlines KrisFlyer. These programs let you book flights on major international airlines, including Star Alliance carriers like United, Lufthansa, and ANA, often at a fraction of the cash price. For example, Turkish Airlines. Miles and Smiles allows you to book business class flights on United Airlines domestically for as few as 7,500 miles one way. That same seat in cash could cost $400 or more. Now, this is more advanced, and you don't need to do this on your first redemption. But it's worth knowing that as your miles pile up, their potential value grows significantly. According to the Points Guy's latest valuations, Capital One miles are worth approximately 1.85 cents each when transferred to the right partners. That means your 83,000 miles aren't just worth $830. They're potentially worth $1,535 if you use them strategically. For your first flight, though, keep it simple. Use the purchase eraser, cover your ticket, and get on the plane. That's the win. Let's make this crystal clear with a simple comparison. Without the Venture card, you spend $4,000 over 2 months on your debit card. You earn nothing. You pay $380 for a flight to Miami out of your own pocket. With the Venture card, you spend the same $4,000. You earn 83,000 miles and a $250 travel credit. Your flight to Miami costs $0. You still have over $700 in miles left. And your $95 annual fee is more than covered by the travel credit. Net result in year 1, you've turned normal spending into over $1,000 in travel value, and your first flight didn't cost you a single extra dollar. That's not a trick. That's not too good to be true. That's just what happens when you put the right card in your wallet and let your everyday spending do the work. Before you run off and apply, there's one thing I want to make absolutely clear. Because this can turn a great strategy into a financial headache if you ignore it. Credit cards only work in your favor if you pay your balance in full every month. If you carry a balance and pay interest, the math flips completely. The Venture card has an interest rate that will erase any value you earn in miles and then some. The entire strategy here is built on the assumption that you're spending money you are already going to spend and paying it off at the end of the month. If you currently carry credit card debt or tend to overspend when a card is in your hand, pause on this strategy until you're in a solid financial position. The rewards are real, but they only work for people who are disciplined with their spending. For everyone else, people who already pay their bills on time and have a handle on their budget, this is genuinely one of the best financial moves you can make with zero extra effort. I promised I'd mention an alternative, and this one is worth knowing about. The Chase Sapphire Preferred is the other top beginner card in 2026, and in many ways, it's equally powerful. The welcome bonus is 75,000 ultimate rewards points after spending $5,000 in the first 3 months. The annual fee is also $95. The key difference is the earning structure. Chase Sapphire Preferred earns 3 times points on dining, 3 times on online groceries, 2 times on travel, and 1 time on everything else. So if you spend heavily in those categories, you can actually earn points faster than the flat 2 times on the Venture. Chase Ultimate Rewards points are also highly valuable. TPG values them at around 2.05 cents each, making them slightly more valuable per point than Capital One miles when transferred to partners like Hyatt, United, or Air France. So why did I build this video around the Venture instead of the Sapphire Preferred? Because the Venture is simpler. Flat 2 times on everything means zero thinking required. For a true beginner who just wants to get started without managing bonus categories, the Venture is the right first step. But if you're someone who already tracks your spending by category and wants to maximize every dollar, the Sapphire Preferred is absolutely worth a look. I'll be doing a full breakdown of that card in a future video. Let me put the entire strategy in one clean sequence so you can save this and come back to it. Step 1. Apply for the Capital One Venture Rewards card. Check that you meet the credit requirements. Generally, a good credit score of 670 or above is recommended. Step 2. Set up the card as your primary card for all everyday spending. Groceries, gas, dining, subscriptions, online shopping, everything goes on this card. Step 3. Spend $2,000 per month for 2 months. Hit the $4,000 welcome bonus threshold. Do not buy things you don't need just to hit the bonus faster. Step 4. Your 75,000 bonus miles post to your account. Add your earned miles from spending. You now have around 83,000 miles and a $250 travel credit. Step 5. Go to the Capital One travel portal. Find a flight you want to take. Book it. Use the $250 travel credit first, then erase the remaining balance with your miles. Step 6. Get on the plane. Your first free flight earned on normal everyday spending in about 60 days. That's the entire system. No complexity. No manufactured spending. No gimmicks. Here's the bigger picture I want you to take away from this. Most people spend tens of thousands of dollars every year and get absolutely nothing back for it. No miles, no points, no free travel. Their money just goes out the door, and that's the end of it. The people who travel for free aren't doing anything dramatically different. They're not richer. They're not smarter. They're just using the right card for spending they were already going to do. That's the entire difference. You now know the card, you know the strategy, and you know the exact steps. The only thing left is to actually do it. If you want to see the current welcome bonus offer for the Capital One Venture, I've linked it in the description below. That's an affiliate link, which means I earn a small commission if you apply through it, at no cost to you, and it doesn't change the offer you receive. And if you want to see what comes next, how to stack a second card on top of this one and unlock your first international trip, subscribe and hit the bell because that video is coming very soon. I'll see you there.